it's never not entertaining how many pebbles and rocks this rear diffuser picks up. Like, people always comment on it. It's just an absolute bucket back here. Good morning from sunny Los Angeles, California, here with my R32 GTR. It was around exactly this time last year where I had this car all the way down here. We toured the Fast and Furious house, drove on Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills. Now it is here once again for kind of an interesting sequence of events. I'll explain to you guys in a second. Can you guys guess what this ad read is going to be about? No, it is not a VPN, nor neither is it headphones. It is in fact, indeed, Raid Shadow Legends. You already know. You've heard the name, but do you actually know what you're missing out on here? I'm talking about hundreds of champions to collect, super in-depth RPG battle system, amazing graphics, and more. Now, as a matter of fact, it is Raid's 4th anniversary, and I figured it'd be appropriate to invite 4 awesome champions to a little dinner party to celebrate, starting off with Venus. She's extremely versatile, but don't get too close because her default skill is placing poison, and she has my personal favorite color scheme. Next, I'd invite Raglan, who is one of the best revivers, and everyone needs one of those on a team, so you already know she's invited. Ethos, king of nukers, is gonna be there as well. He can attack one enemy and decrease enemy max HP by 15% of damage dealt. And last, I would invite Cardale because he just looks so cool. I mean, he would completely brighten up the room. But celebrating their 4th anniversary, you guys can get goodies too. I'm talking dedicated offers, free gifts, promo codes, events, and a brand new fusion event where you guys can get your hands on a brand new anniversary themed legendary champion. You'll get a recap video of your stats in Raid. And for Amazon Prime members who just got Genbo, keep an eye out for the next drop with some incredibly powerful Savage gear. Available from March 2nd until March 30th. So if you guys haven't started playing yet, what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan the QR code here and get insane bonuses. We are talking an epic champion, Kellen the Strike, and other useful things like magic potions or XP brews. And since it's Raid's birthday, the gifts just keep on coming. All new and existing players can get a bunch of free gifts once in the game. After clicking all the links, just enter promo code 4YearsRaid to get your hands on 4 legendary skill tombs and a bunch of other good stuff. It is a time to celebrate, and I can't wait to celebrate with you guys in there. Basically, my car got transported all the way down here to be featured on the second half of a YouTube video show. All yesterday, we were actually on set with it. I got to see other people in action, professional production. The car got detailed up, it hung around, and it is super unfortunate, but they lost daylight while shooting. They only had 1 day booked out for this entire thing. It was all or nothing. And when it came to my part, which was only in the second half, things were too dark. It was just unsafe, and they didn't want to continue filming with this car. So I don't really know what's gonna happen. Basically right now, I can't promise you guys that whatever this car was all the way down here for, whatever show, that I'll be in. Now, that doesn't mean that later down the line, there could be some rescheduling or maybe an entire new idea on getting me involved with this show. They're definitely not gonna give up immediately. But for as the specific thing that they were filming, doesn't look like there's gonna be much hope in terms of that. So luckily I do have one more day here down in SoCal, and it's a free day, it's a Saturday, and that's what this video is gonna be about, because we are gonna go head to South OC Cars and Coffee and just kind of see where the day takes us from there. Because for me, coming from a Seattle guy, it is really cool when you get your car just magically spawned down here in Los Angeles and you have it for a whole day. I'm gonna make the most of that. So you guys can follow me along for my journeys here today. So I'm driving along, and when I came to a complete stop, I felt the car basically buckle and basically feel like it's hitting something. Right up in there, my caliper has basically dislodged itself from the rotor, and it is now literally rubbing against the inside of the wheel. I'm here out at like Newport, Laguna Beach, and luckily I don't have to drive this car all the way back to Seattle, but I do got to get it closer, like probably an hour away upwards to LAX. Maybe if I'm lucky I could find a shop before then. I don't know how catastrophic that is, but I don't really have that many options right now. And we were gonna go to a morning Cars and Coffee, which is like 8 minutes away, so I'm like tempted to just get it there. So I found a flathead and I was able to pry the caliper back in so it's not rubbing, but it's loose. It's definitely not like firmly attached onto there. So we're gonna see if we could get it moving a little bit further, get it to the morning event, because that's like only so close by. But this sucks. Everything is not going as planned. Film shoot didn't work out whatsoever, and now the car is breaking. I think what I'm gonna do is try and e-brake it as much as I can. I don't want to use the front calipers right now. Well, we've made it in one piece to Cars and Coffee. I say that and my car is literally falling apart as we speak, but we are here and she can be on display. Once again, looking pretty without everyone knowing that she's broken. Look who we have here. It's the one and only Z01 babe. I got your door. Yeah, last time I had a little more power with the Hennessy, but now you'd smoke me in this thing. Because this is like, what, 700 or?
Yeah, 750.
Yeah, no, my Skyline ain't got no chance. Yeah. Especially because it's broken right now. Check this out. He's got full carbon all around the front, even the full grill piece down here, all done up in carbon fiber. That's a freaking subtle flex right there if I've ever seen one. This is my first Raptor R I am spotting out in the wild. And the craziest thing about these Rs is that there is no visual difference to this truck other than just the Raptor R badging. But if you guys don't know, the Raptor R has the Shelby GT500 supercharged V8 under the hood instead of your typical EcoBoost V6 like my Raptor has. And it's for premium. This is probably like a 150K truck right behind me, but it's just ridiculous because you would never know unless you see the little Raptor R badges right there. Like, it's so dang subtle. But oh man, you already know I would get one instantly, but I don't have that kind of money just for a truck. We got some nice fellow JDM here parked right next to the Skyline. Authentic JDM too. It's right-hand drive, an actual Sylvia. Got the Yashio factory harnesses in there. Ooh, the HKS floor mats. This thing's clean, and the white gauge cluster.
Eric! Yeah, the spring kind of gave out.
So it's a two-man job.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
We love our 90s cars.
Hey, bro, it's worth it, man, but it's completely stock, brother.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Beautiful SR right in here.
Thank you.
Got the nice HKS plate right on top.
This is the holy grail. This is where the money is.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, so did this come with this car?
These are my original books, man. I'm the second owner.
You're the second owner of the...
I'm the second owner. Yeah.
People have no idea how freaking rare that is.
Yeah, man. So that's where the money is, you know?
Yeah, entirely. Oh my god, that is so cool. Is it just me or did that just make noise? What? Old Faux GT, new Faux GT. Brought a brand new Integra Type S, still in the camo, but in the flesh. You can see the subtle wider hips that it's gonna get. These things actually will be pretty cool. They're gonna be luxury Type Rs with a manual transmission. One of the more recent discoveries I've been getting into lately are these. These are super lights. They are kit cars. You just plop an LS or Coyote V8 back there. You have basically a full-on LMP spec road car, which honestly, seeing it in person, it doesn't look as clapped out as I would expect. This is a pretty quality machine right here. Carbon fiber all in the headlights, lip, all the way throughout the chassis. Even look at that freaking roof scoop right over there. I absolutely love the LMP prototype car cabin that you get. And look at this. It's got a cup holder right in his freaking door card. On top of all of that, you have a gated shifter right in the middle, and there's the heart of a V8 right behind it. If I were to build one, I think the perfect car would be to put the 5.0 first gen Gallardo V10 in the back, have the gated shifter, and boom, you have the ultimate hypercar looking supercar kit car. It's got all the great combinations, and that would be a blast to drive. So just wrapped up cars and coffee. I am now headed on my way to a shop around in the area to see if we could just, all we need is a jack. I have my wheel locking keys and whatnot. We gotta take off the wheel and just see what we could do about that caliper. Luckily, while I'm moving, it's actually fine. The worst thing about it is it kind of seizes up when I come to a complete stop. So as long as I can stay rolling, the car is alive. This probably is the sketchiest thing I've ever done, driving with the caliper that's loose, but sometimes you just don't got many options with things and you just gotta take that risk. So if you guys don't know where we are here posted up at the official HyperNFT.io garage where Dean Kearney, Formula Drift Pro driver, he has all of his Vipers laid out over there. And then behind me, there's a bunch of nice hypercars that just get to keep my Skyline company while we try and work out this caliper. I can show you guys now that I'm able to get the wheel off that one, we've rubbed through all of the coating on top. This is actually the original green that was underneath. I got these powder coated in acid green. So it's rubbed through the acid green, and yeah. The bolt has completely exited the chat, and that is why this thing's wiggling, because there is no bolt right there to keep this in. So luckily I'm at a Formula Drift Pro shop, so hopefully they have the bolt here that we could pop in there. Found the head man in charge right here.
What's up, dude?
So why the Viper chassis?
Why not the Viper chassis, right?
Exactly.
So it is, there's only 3 Viper drift cars in the world that I know of at a pro level, and the 3 of them are here. So we chose it because I drove factory for Dodge in 2011 and 2012. Then during all that like financial crisis time, Dodge had to be bailed out by the US government, so they had to kill everything motorsports. I was able to buy the race team off them at that point. So
oh, wow.
There was 2 cars and tons of spare parts on a truck and trailer, and we were able to buy it for pennies on the dollar at the time. So I decided I would buy it and I continue running actually my own FD team at that point. I didn't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea, and I still don't, but like we're here now, we're developing, this is our 3rd car that we've been developing over 9 years now. This car is pretty crazy. It is a Viper chassis, but like every nut and bolt and everything on it is completely different from factory, like, you know. Twin turbo dry sump car on nitrous, does about 1400 wheel.
Oh my gosh.
And then has big amounts of steering angle.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just getting all that to fit right in there.
Yeah, so
and then you can see the turb skis.
It's challenging, and all this is all stuff that we've actually engineered ourselves and designed, and even the uprights, I've done all the engineering on them ourselves. And 3,100 pounds and 1,400 horsepower.
Yeah,
the thing
that's a wild ratio.
It rips.
For stock, how do you feel about like how Vipers slide, like just in general?
They're the most dangerous car on the planet.
Right?
I have a stock one over there as well, which is kind of my daily driver, and like the thing terrifies the life out of me. Like, it actually scares me.
That's funny for me to hear, because like you could have either given me like, oh, they're actually super easy once you get used to it because you're the pro, but it's cool to hear that the pro man himself still finds them dangerous, because they really are.
So there's a statistic about them actually. Supposedly 40% of every Dodge Viper that was hauled off the lot new was crashed within the first 7 days of ownership. So that'll kind of give you an idea of how crazy they are, right?
Yeah, exactly. Know what you're doing if you're gonna go in on one of these. We are stealing the Team Carnage Super Duty right now because my car is obviously on jack stands, and I gotta go pick up and find the replacement bolt. They sadly did not have an identical one, so I'm stopping at O'Reilly's. Hopefully they can have another one of these and we could get that caliper bolted on there. Stop number 2, Home Depot, and peep this clean Type R we happen to park next to right here. Let's see if they have the right bolt. Well, we've had absolutely no luck. They don't have the bolt in Home Depot, they don't have it at O'Reilly's, and those are kind of the only main hardware stores in this vicinity. I'd have to be going at least like 20 or 30 minutes much further out, and I just don't have that much time. The fact that it's just some specific metric bolt for a Skyline definitely just doesn't help my odds around here. And it's safe to say this is probably one of the most unluckiest trips down in California. Canned from a video shoot, car breaks down, and can't even fix the car. And now I'm running out of time to get my car back to its transport home. Makeshift bolt?
Major bolt.
No way. The pros of frickin' fabrication. We have one last chance. We have a makeshift bolt now added in here. The beauties of welding and fabrication. He's able to get that thing basically made to fit, and obviously it'll just be used for temporary time periods just to get me out of here. You're the man.
Oh yeah.
Now she's yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. Huge shout out to Dean right here, the whole team at Team Carnage for basically getting this thing back on the road. I was determined to at least make something collaborative with this guy because we basically both got in contact with each other because both our channels got hacked within the last month.
And almost the identical hack.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, literally.
almost identical.
And they're still going on. YouTube needs to do something about it because there are more channels that are going down like to this day.
And I've been watching all your stuff for the last couple of years, and then I was told off a buddy of mine that there was the exact same hack after happening on your channel.
No
and,
way.
Perfect opportunity now to
No way.
actually reach out and make that bridge, like, you know?
Yeah, man, I'm honored. I never would have imagined. That's sick. So yeah, I will hopefully catch you at Formula Drift Seattle
I hope so.
when that happens in, it's like August.
August or end of July or something like that.
But,
so, we'll be there. We're going to do a road trip up. We're going to bring up some of the cars and hang out up there for a couple of days afterwards. So
Right
maybe
on.
we can do some filming together. And
Yeah, exactly, indeed. Onwards now, get this thing back up to Seattle. And would you look at that? Life decided to give us one last chance of luck today, and we actually will make it on time for our transport. There it is right there. This thing is going straight back up to Seattle. You for the Skyline?
Yeah.
Okay. He's getting out the low friendly ramps down there, and this should be a relatively easy trailer to bring this thing into. I just want to highlight that these are the dirty hands and pants and shoes of someone that has been through a lot in one weekend. Car is loaded up in there. My Uber should be pulling up behind me any second now. Hopefully there is another shot at getting this on the YouTube video shoot. But for now, we've just had a hectic day down here in LA. There's my Uber, JackUltraMotive signing this vlog off. Now this car may not have AC, but thank God it's got some heat because SoCal is freezing at night right now. And let me just show you guys real quick. Check this out. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of frost on here.